What happens when you take brains, questions, chairs, screens, and epic music? You get the game show classic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for home consoles, namely the ps2. It's a masterclass of how to make a game show exciting. Take nobodies and take questions. That's getting harder to win big cash prizes. It became a massive hit on UK TV with the most watched broadcast raking in 19.2 million viewers in 1999 of March, which is insane for a game show and would never happen again on TV. The original run ended in 2014 and then returned in 2018, and for us Swedes it premiered in 2000, lasted until 2004. Then it was renamed in 2005 with a new sponsor and has been going on ever since. It's actually interesting how quickly the home console versions came out after the original program's release. Now, it came out on home consoles and PC, with the most iconic one being the PlayStation version released back in 2001. However, I don't have that version for now. Instead, I have the Party Edition as well as the second edition, which happens to be the original release on the PlayStation 2. Now, it will be this very game of this very review. I will probably be talking about this other version at one point or another, but that will have to wait until later. It kicks off with the same intro with the show with an epic track accompanying this really graphical intro, which, if we're being honest, doesn't look that bad for today's standards. Kicking off is the main menu, which is very barren. Nothing more than start game and options. And believe me, these questions don't really matter. But what does matter is the main game itself. After entering an end, you can now enter the main studio. The one scene in the show which looks very similar to the OG one. Huh? Wait, what? Where's my character? Where did he go? Did he took an early lunch? Or is he a ghost? Well, why did anyone call it the Ghostbusters? Well done. Chris Tarrant was the presenter of this era, and he will be the face focus all the way through. 50, this one used motion capture to recreate this face as closely as possible, and the real thing, being a game from 2001, they did a good job. It looks the part, and so does the sound, which is being from the show, which Chris voicing himself. Sure, it can look kind of odd to some new players, but hey, it adds their attention. Yep, that's what you need to know. And remember, you don't claim real pounds, only virtual ones. Imagine those pounds in this gaming age. Anyway, these questions are becoming more and more difficult as the game goes on. Each and every one makes you sit back and ask yourself what the answer is. Now, if guessing randomly isn't your thing, then using free lifelines definitely is, and you get 3 of them. 50-50 removes 2 answers, ask the audience, a graph showing what they think, and phone a friend who gives you their own personal answer. None of them are superior to the other, they all serve a purpose. Now, there are 2 milestones for you to reach, and everyone gains you a certain amount of money. 100 pounds and 32,000 pounds. As for the questions themselves, this is where roadblock appears, because while it does recreate the show itself really well, some of them are very British, which makes it kind of difficult. But if you are not from the UK, it becomes kind of a bit tricky. Some of them just made me really question if making this review was a good idea, as they don't show my know-it-all prowess. Just question marks over my head, almost like remembering the entire script of Songs episode 4 after watching it once. Of course, learning these questions for later can be satisfying, especially if you want to learn about British culture. It's like how us Eurovision fans got to learn about different countries' capital cities. Sure, it will take time before we find these questions, and therefore ace them like nobody else. Well, I lost 2,000 pounds. Hooray for me! There are reasons to play this game in some way, shape or form. There are some reasons not to play it. But hey, don't let me force you. So yeah, that was everything what this game has to offer. Now, after watching this gameplay, I bet it looks kind of small. There isn't really much more to see or what you already saw. However, that is a perfectly fine for this type of game. It is not meant to be an extravagant disc with tons of stuff packed. It's just supposed to be questions, the presenter as well as the hot seat and the music. It actually fulfills all the criteria to be a really faithful adaptation of this very classic. Do I recommend you getting one of these? Yes. If you like the original game show, then sure, why not? It's not going to ruin your day. Maybe you even learned something. So yeah, that was everything I wanted to give you for 2025. Bye bye!